A quarter-century-old resource to us photo nerds is closing, and some new toys are coming literally. So it's going to be a short one this week, but stick around. Let's rewind. What's going on, everyone? It's Seth Miranda here, Last Witness. This is Adorama Rewind, and if you're into anything photo, video, audio, content creation, go hit subscribe. We do a lot of tutorials that keep you guys motivated and informed on techniques and just what's going on in the industry, new product, and all that kind of stuff. So hit subscribe and stick with us. But for now, let's go through some really quick stories. We got some heavy things to talk about, but let's go light in the beginning with Transformers. Yeah, so I know you guys heard about this probably around like last summer. They announced two limited edition toys that were going to be Canon cameras that were Transformers basically, and they were only available in Japan. So toy collectors were like, "Whoa, I want one!" So due to popular demand, they are bringing them globally, and they're adding a third one. So the first one was Optimus Prime. Then there's this other one called Refractor, who's a Decepticon. I'm not too familiar with that one. Everyone knows Optimus Prime, though, right? Well, the third one is going to be this guy, which is Nemesis Prime, which actually is pretty baller. It's an R5, and Canon is iconic. Transformers are iconic. So it's just awesome that it's happening. It is a little pricey. It's $132, and the pre-order starts now, and they're not going to be delivered till January of next year, which is okay. If you're a collector, I think it's worth waiting for. I kind of want one of these, but I do have a little bit of a gripe. They're calling this Nemesis Prime, but if you look at it, the lens that is on this thing is a 24 to 105 zoom. So isn't there anybody who is a photo nerd enough to go, hey, maybe we should put a prime lens on Nemesis Prime? Am I crazy? Am I nitpicking here? I don't know. But if you're a toy collector, let me know if this interests you. As a guy that goes to Comic-Con all the time and has grown up in that kind of world, it kind of does interest me. I'm not going to lie to you. But as a camera nerd, does this interest you? I think the toy nerds will always want this, but do camera people want this? Let me know. I'm sure there's a lot of Canon fans that are definitely down for this, and it's super fun to see things like this happen. I love when industries kind of mesh over and collide a little bit. In more fun news, we're getting a big announcement from Rolleiflex. Yeah, we haven't heard from them in a long time. Classic camera, right? Twin lens reflex. Well, guess what? They're saying on April 20th, they're going to be announcing a twin lens reflex digital camera. Yeah, and they're kind of giving us a good amount of information to start with. So if you look down here on one of their tweets, it's going to have a built-in 70mm f2.8 lens, which is great. Magnesium alloy body, whatever. Fully weather sealed, which is nice. And it seems pretty rugged. It's going to handle temperatures of 14 degrees Fahrenheit all the way to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. And, you know, twin lens reflexes are a lot of fun with the waist level viewfinder. Well, yeah, that's what's going to happen here. And it's going to be a 3 million dot, 3.2 inch LCD screen, which is cool, and dual SD card slots. So this is pretty rad. We don't know what it looks like yet. They've just been posting like silhouettes of it, I guess. I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. It seems like one of those cameras that no matter what you shoot, how you shoot, or what systems you're in, you might think about picking this up if the price is right. We don't know what the price is going to be as of yet. We also don't know that much about it beyond what I just said. So we don't know. We also know what image quality is, what kind of sensors in there, all sorts of stuff. I'm very, very curious about this one. And things like, to me, it seems like one of those ones that you pick up as just a fun walk around type cameras. Especially street photography is a lot of fun with twin lens reflex cameras. If you've ever had a chance to go walk around, load some film and go walk around, it's pretty nice. Let me know if you're into anything like this, if you're thinking about picking one of these up. I think with the renaissance of film cameras going on right now, or maybe people that didn't get to experience something like a twin lens reflex, they might look into getting this if the price is right. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be, but maybe you guys let me know what you would consider a decent price for something like this. Again, I know we don't know the resolution, all that kind of stuff, but it seems like they're going for it. It sounds like they're putting in some quality specs and some quality build to it, which for Rolleiflex, is that even a shock? Not really, right? Okay, let's get into the heavy news. And I know you guys have all heard about it. And I totally remember the moment this happened this week when everyone around me who is somehow in this industry got an alert on their phone and went, yeah, DP Review is closing after 25 years. This is a massive deal. I mean, DP Review is one of those resources that I guess maybe we took for granted. It's always been around. What you need to know is that Amazon bought them in around 2007. So they've been under that umbrella. And after 18,000 jobs been cut from Amazon, DP Review is suffering from that whole decision, and it will be remaining active until April 10th in a read-only format. If you do, let me show you guys this. If you do have anything up there, like any text or photos of your own, something you posted, you can request them for download until April 6th. After that, they're not going to take any more requests. So if you do have anything up there, be sure to hit the link that I'm putting down below and go put in a request to get it if you want it off of there. It's a real shame. I mean, the DP Review channel, obviously, we know Chris Nichols and Jordan Drake, but they're going to live on in the Petapixel channel, which is getting a refresh. So they're starting from scratch all over again. These guys were initially on the Camera Store channel, then they moved into DP Review, started over in about 2018, and now they're starting again in 2023. They say the channel will really kick into gear in May, so maybe give them a sub and you'll be able to stay up on what's going on. If you like their format and their insights and what they do for reviews, they're still going to go on, and no one's shocked at that, right? But what I'm wondering is this really the end for DP Review? I mean, will someone swoop in and just kind of yoke it up? How much money could it cost to keep that server running, to keep that site up, and just rake in any type of ads on the sides or something like that? The reason I say this is, even if they don't put in new information, it's still a massive library and archive for the cameras that still exist out there. You know, people think that cameras just turn into vapor when something new comes out, but it doesn't. There's a massive used market, and there's plenty of people that are buying flagship DSLRs right now for a really low cost because of what's happening with mirrorless. And, you know, you could be someone that picked up a 5D Mark III and just want to know something or having trouble with something, and I guarantee you there's someone on DP Review that has an answer for you. I think we've all been there where we've Googled something and DP Review is the first link that came up for some weird question that we had where something wasn't working right in a camera or whatever, and somebody on that forum was like, oh, I had the same problem. If you have this setting on in menu 3S, then you have to change this so it doesn't go at the same time as this, and then it'll work. And you're like, how would you ever find that out? But there's so many millions of users out there that congregated onto the DP Review website and shared their experiences and helped each other, you know, like a community. So what's going to happen to it? I don't know. As of right now, they're saying it is going to shut down and go away, but I'm thinking there's just too much on there of a library for there not to be someone out there or some company out there to recognize this, to put in a bid for it, or I don't know. But for right now, maybe you guys in the comments can share what resources you're currently using or are a part of, or what forums you're a part of that help you out. Maybe someone else that uses DP Review might be able to find a new place. I'll tell you right now, Adorama has a Discord server that you're more than welcome. The link is down there. All you got to do is hit OK to the rules and all the chats unlock, and you can share work or troubleshoot for each other in there. I also have my personal Discord, which is kind of similar to that one. And there's plenty of other websites out there. I think it's just hard to find one that's not full of toxic egos in the photo industry. Let's be honest. I mean, there's a lot of people that like ask a question and they kind of get treated like meh, but there's also some good ones, and it's also up to us to make a better community out there. So let me know down below what you are using. I will say though, there is a petition out there to kind of save it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually going to work, but here on change.org, I did find that they are constantly getting signatures to save DP Review, stop Amazon from closing DP Review. You see that? Well, they're up to, at the time we're recording this right now, 1,112 signatures, and it looks like it's still growing by the second. And there's all sorts of people sharing their insights and comments and their thoughts on the closure of DP Review. So if you would like to sign that, I personally don't think it's going to do much, but you know, you're welcome to take a shot at it. What's the harm of signing something, right? Like a petition. I don't know. We'll see. If anything, maybe it shows how much interest there is still in that site, and maybe someone will look at that as, you know what, maybe we should invest into this and keep it around or archive it or make it a library. I don't know, but hey, you know, things move on in this industry and in this world, and it just seems like another thing. It just seems like crazy. 25 years of massive insights just going away. Delete. I don't know. It is a little heartbreaking. I mean, it's everywhere. The Verge was covering it. Everybody was covering it. So I'm sure you heard about it by now. I just thought I'd bring it up here because why not? All right. If you guys are looking for things to jump into as a resource, Adorama's got you covered because they've got this, an Eventbrite full of things for you. And this is virtual and in person. So right now, as of the time of recording this, most of these are virtual if you're not in New York. However, on Tuesday, March 28th, 5 p.m., I'm going to be doing a live demo in the store, lighting and talking about fill light, really refining and elevating your light. I'll be shooting in front of you guys. This will not be recorded. It will not be streamed. So it's in person only. And there's going to be some special deals and stuff like that. So go ahead and hit the link down below for the Adorama Eventbrite and hit follow so you get notified when there's not only in-person events, but if you're not in New York, virtual events. So you can kind of get some really good insight from the industry professionals and the brands themselves. They have actual representatives that are live answering your questions. So it's not just like they're feeding you some jargon or propaganda. If you have a question about a brand, ask it. They're going to be right there. So check out the Eventbrite. I think it's one of these things that a lot of people out there in the Adorama universe or community don't even know that they should be hitting follow on so they get notified when there is a new event, and more events will follow. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, I'm going to keep it nice, short, and quick on this one. For question of the week, what do you guys use for your personal resource when you're trying to figure something out? Hit me with a comment down below and let me know. Is it a YouTube channel specifically? Do you just hit Google and see what comes up? Are there websites out there that you think should be better known for troubleshooting or information out there? Do you have a long-running website that you yourself run that maybe people should know about? Let me know down below what you use as a resource, because people are going to need to find something now that we're losing one of the biggest. Not that it's the only one, but a lot of people rested on that as their go-to. And I want to know, other than DP Review, what is your go-to for photo industry resources or troubleshooting or whatever, okay? But for now, my name is Seth Miranda, Last X Witness on all social. Check out my work on Instagram, yell at me on Twitter, join me on my own YouTube channel for tutorials and all sorts of stuff. And don't forget, I will be live in the store, the NYC store, 42 West 18th Street, 5 p.m. Tuesday. And I will be lighting and shooting live for you guys. So I hope you guys can RSVP there. Seats are first come, first serve, but I will see you there in the store. And remember, community is all we got at the end of the day. Without a community, there is no industry. It's really about people with cameras helping out other people with cameras, insights, troubleshooting, motivation, inspiration, all sorts of. That's what Create No Matter What is all about here at Adorama. So hit hashtag Create No Matter What on all the things you're posting out there so we can stay up on what you guys are doing as creatives, and we keep our community here at Adorama really nice and tight, and keep each other going out there. Okay, and next time someone needs help out there, maybe think to be proactive and kind of really give them insights that will be helpful and constructive, and not so much of a knowledge flex and your ego. Just think about who that really helps at the end of the day. Just saying, I see some things out there in the comments. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Later.